Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Amorbe.
It's always a delight to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakman. Let's get on with the show now. Action-packed, exciting, interesting world of sports. We begin right here in Nigeria. Match day 5 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. What a story. MFM defeated Kano Pillars. Plateau United, they are still unbeaten. We'll tell you the story this morning.
Yep, 21 goals scored and 3 draws. What is wrong with Enugu Rangers? We'll talk more about that one on the program. And Africa Cup of Nations, we have the semi-finalists all set. Egypt's first opening game was a goalless draw. But now they've scored 3 goals and they are in the semi-finals and they are yet to concede a goal. For Ghana, the Ayu brothers ensure that they actually made it to their 6th consecutive semi-final.
That's right, we have our semi-finalists now, but oh, what a story, Cecilia. Morocco, we tagged them as the dark horses, but let's see what today's game will give to us. Let's move on now. We're still talking about what happened at the 2017 Australian Open. Who is not talking about this two persons? Serena Williams and Roger Federer. Cecilia, they took us back to, I think, 2008. This year's Australian Open was one for the ages. The new 30 is 18.
Yeah, definitely. The two of them, 35 years old, and both of them legends in their own right. 23 Grand Slam and 18 Grand Slam. Just 2 players. How many between them? Count it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know, Cecilia. And she's smiling. It's me, Serena. Federer is saying, come on, where are they? Enemies. All those people that were after my back, where are they? But Cecilia, sweet story it is, you know. I mean, it could have gone. This Australian Open took us to a place where on the final day we didn't know who to support. If you love the Williams sisters, you'll be in the media, you'll be like, oh my God, why didn't Venus meet someone else that I can support? Oh, Serena Williams, she needs to break that record, you know, get to a 3 Grand Slam, and then we were just speechless. That's the word you used last week, and yes, I got to that stage when I was watching them. 6-4, 6-4, they were still competitive.
Yeah, very, very. You know, when the game started in the first set, I felt, okay, like Venus is actually telling Serena, look, it's still back in days, I still got it, but somehow Serena, you know, when she's playing tennis, she just wants to win. There's no play in that. And she just had to hold on and, you know, big sister, I understand and all that. But then her firepower, I was like, actually, when she broke the racket, you know, it was like, this is Serena back. She forgot that, look, this has been a long time. But then for the Williams sisters, a good victory. Serena said before the game that whoever wins, the most important thing is that Williams is definitely going to win the Australian Open. But I was actually expecting Venus to win. One, simply because she has never won the Australian Open. 7 Grand Slams, so Australian Open is missing. You know, when you don't have that, when you don't have the complete of the slam, sometimes it can be very painful. You know, because for her to get to another final, I know she would try, but you know, it's going to be difficult because at that time she will be 37. But then let's go back to Federer now. The main thing is Federer, he's still celebrating because after 6 months out, he came back. He was ranked how many? 16, and no one actually gave him a chance. But take a look at what he's done so far. Australian Open 5, US Open 5, Wimbledon 7, and French Open 1. Now, I think he's the only player right now that have won one. The only player male event. Let's remove Serena now. She's actually a beast. But looking at Roger Federer, in 5 Australian Open, 5 US Open, 7 Wimbledon, it tells you a whole lot that one of the players that have actually won more than 5 Grand Slams. I mean, 5 Grand Slams in each of the category outside the French Open. So it tells you a whole lot. I think this is a guy. It will be difficult. We were thinking Rafael Nadal will beat the one to actually quickly, you know, equal his record. But from what we've seen so far of Rafael Nadal, I mean, he's now 4, you know, short of it. So he's not close at all. Roger Federer seems to be extending it anytime he's got a chance to. So he just did it again.
That's right.
On Sunday morning.
That's why when you say this guy is the greatest of all time, you are not bluffing. Roger Federer. Take a bow. I knew he was going to get to 5 sets, Cecilia. And then, you know what Roger Federer did to us? Okay, let me keep pushing this game. They know Rafael Nadal knows how to beat me. So they are going to be saying Nadal, Nadal, you know. But I think what Federer did was, while he was injured, he took his time to monitor these guys, you know. He was following the play. It was too tactical for me at this Australian Open because, Cecilia, when we were busy saying Novak Djokovic is out, Andy Murray is out, Roger Federer was advancing.
He was definitely advancing, and there you have it, the records of Grand Slam all time, the top 5 Grand Slams. Roger Federer, he's just there, you know, up there, just 4 adrift, all the others behind him. Rafael Nadal still on 14, Pete Sampras 14, Novak Djokovic 12, and Roy Emerson 12. So, I mean, we understand that it's going to be between Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. It's going to be the first to be able to equal that record or even break it. Novak Djokovic seems more likely to do that. Rafael Nadal, I really can't tell, because you know, even Federer had to be taking time off, you know, for treatment and all that, injury and all, because Rafael Nadal's serve was actually, you know, telling on his legs, so to speak. So he took some time off to actually get treated, coming back, and then. But if Rafael Nadal couldn't beat Federer at this time, I don't know what he's going to tell of his game in the future.
Yeah, Cecilia, but come on. Big ups to Nadal. I couldn't but just say well done to Rafael Nadal. I mean, both of them had emotional comebacks, you know, but I mean, this is Roger Federer. Fed Express right there. Federer is just Federer.
You know what, Justin? We just enjoy these highlights. We'll come back, we'll talk more on these legends.
You know, I'm happy for you. I would have been happy to lose too, to be honest. The comeback was perfect as it was. So tennis is a tough sport. There's no draws, but if there was going to be one, I would have been very happy to accept the draw tonight and share it with Rafa, really.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
I know, Cecilia.
Remember what happened in 2009?
Then he cried. He cried, and fans didn't like it. But we can't stop talking about this man, Roger Federer, out for 6 months. 35 years old, father of 4. Maybe at the time he was leaving, the kids would, "Daddy, don't go. It's Australian Open again."
You're not serious.
He defied the odds. Roger Federer came here, he saw and he conquered, played good tennis. I mean, aside McIlroy and Borg, we've not seen a tennis rivalry as Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. And you know what they did? While they were coming to Melbourne, they gave themselves phone calls and they said, let's meet in the final. How about that, Rafa? And Rafa was like, okay, are you sure your back can take it? He said, my back is fine. Ask your knee. And these guys, they got to the final, rode back the years, and it was lovely.
Yeah, celebrating it, you know, just showcasing everybody and all that. They said it was actually fairy tale win. Well, definitely it was a fairy tale because, you know, he said something that caught my attention after the game. He says, look, when he knew was going to win, there was flashes of trophy, in his eyes. So he knew at that time that, hey, maybe the trophies would just come. So maybe more like the belief and the mental strength he had to have, not just physical alone. But when you're playing in Nadal, you have to have that same mental strength.
So those flashes, those Super Eagles players should start seeing the World Cup now.
You understand?
The World Cup
flashes
trophy.
of it. Once you see it, it's going to come. And let's talk about the Williams sisters.
That's right.
Saturday morning. It was all tennis. Saturday morning, you wake up, you're watching the Williams sisters. Sunday morning, you wake up, you're watching Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. You're like, what year is this? But Serena Williams was really ready for her 23rd Grand Slam. She has surpassed Steffi Graf's record now, and just one shot of all time, Margaret Court. She's obviously going to get it from the way she's playing.
Look, Cecilia, I was here last week, and I told you that whenever Serena Williams is ready to play tennis, nobody, I'm saying it, nobody can contest her. When Angelique Kerber defeated Serena Williams, all over the world, the word upset was used because Serena Williams owns this circuit. And yeah, you could tell. I mean, the game is fair play, but who doesn't love winning? She had to punish the racket. This is my other sister, yes, but I want it. So, Cecilia, with Serena Williams, if she continues this way at the French Open, she's still favorite. The next one, she's still favorite.
As long as she's playing.
She'll keep breaking all the records. She's just fantastic.
You surpassing the record, you returning to world #1, you getting the trophy. So it's more like a total package,
I mean, when I was watching this from the first serve, I knew it was going to be Serena Williams. I mean, but big ups to Venus. She didn't respect her younger sister. She didn't say, oh, I've not been winning or I've never won the Australian Open. She gave it a shot and entertained this crowd. And that's what it is. But let's not blink for a minute, because Serena Williams is about to do what no tennis player has ever done in history. And she will be dominant for a long, long time.
Come on, I'm sure once she surpasses that 24, she'll definitely want to call it quits. She can have 2 more this year, and she'll just go enjoy her life. She's engaged now, get married, and just enjoy the tennis. You play exhibition tennis and not competitive one anymore. That's what I feel she'll do. Once she has that 25, she'll just...
It's just something about success. It tells you, do more, do it again, do it again.
Just check out the celebration.
Yeah, awesome. And they got us emotional with their different speeches. I mean, she said it would piss her off when we say Venus is making a comeback. That she never left, and that she'll be back again. And then she also showed, look at, come on, that's family right there, Cecilia. That's family.
This was prepared, Yeah. Number 23.
Wow.
Take a look at this. Australian Open 7, French Open 3, Wimbledon 7, US Open 6. How do you relate with this? She's won all and more than once. I mean, I was looking at Roger Federer's French Open. We talked about the clay court and all that. Once you're not a master in it, it's always difficult. But Serena Williams, she's gone there and she's won that particular tournament 3 times. Australian Open, that's where she's more dominant. Of course, Wimbledon, we know Roger Federer and Serena Williams, that's the court they love best. 7, and of course US Open 6. 1, 2 more to go, and she might just qualify. That's what I think.
And slam
now take a look at all-time list, Margaret, because she just won behind it, so she can just add the French Open to it, and maybe Wimbledon their favorite surface, and after that, I think it's good. Bye. Nobody's going to break this record anytime soon, because from the ladies we have on court, on tour right now, so it's obviously going to be very, very difficult.
That's right.
Have the celebration for them now.
Yeah, it's a family affair. Serena Williams breaking the records. Venus was particularly excited for her younger sister. The joy is that of their father also. He told us when they were young, you people are being carried away by what this girl Venus is doing. Someone is coming that is greater than Venus. And Cecilia, it just tells us a story that we keep saying every time we come here, that when you invest, it is what you sow that you reap. See the dad now, proud family, because they have put so much into the Williams sister.
Yeah, you have two daughters having 30 Grand Slams.
And years after, they are still ruling the world of tennis.
We'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll talk more sports. Stay with us.